Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, and the Acumen Aqua that might be listening on this lesson on today. This is your brother Abba Yabba coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the title of my lesson is Because of the Lack of Faith. Now, lack of faith is defined or is considered or referred to as doubt or uncertainty in trusting Yahweh, which can hinder spiritual growth and affect personal well-being. Now, right now, we know that our faith has to be at 144,000%. We cannot waver in our faith. We cannot doubt. We cannot fear. We are in those times, the latter times, and we know that the devil, Esau, has but a short time left, and he's going to do whatever he can to keep his kingdom, but it will be destroyed. And soon come will be Yahweh Shai with the chariots and to get rid of this and destroy this place. So we have to have faith that is going to happen. We have to have faith that what we're doing and what we believe in and what we truly trust in is what is going to come to pass. It's not about us, and it's never has been. But we have to understand that leaning to our own understanding is going to cause us more harm than good. And I gave you what lack of faith is, but I'm going to basically delve into the scripture real quick on what Hebrew 11 says. And Hebrew 11 basically describes what faith is, and it says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We know that we have to have crazy faith in this truth, and we know that things are going to come to pass, that we cannot waver in our faith. And if we have doubts, if we have unbelief, then that's going to cause us not to be on those chairs. That's going to cause us to succumb to this world and the carnal nature of this world. We can't let things overtake us as far as what we believe in. You know, like I said, believing in and leaning to our own understanding, or thinking that our money, our status, our popularity, our position is going to save us when it comes time for this all to be over. We have to lean and depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We don't want to be in a situation of Matthew 7:21 through 23. And it reads, it says, not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity and wickedness. We don't want to be in that number. We don't want to be the ones that are being told that. So we have to make sure that we are utilizing the names that we know, Yahweh and the Father, and Yahweh Shai the Son, and believing in this truth and right doctrine and not wavering in it. Continually and consistently, each and every day, trying to stay on that narrow path of righteousness to the best of our ability. We know that there's some that are able to do things through blessings, through gifts. But when it comes down to it, where is your faith? And do you have the true faith, or are you just professing something to man and not really putting your true faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai? So we cannot do that. We cannot straddle the fence. We can't say one day that we have faith, but then when things happen, then our faith wavers. Or say that we truly believe and then we truly don't. Matthew 10:33 reads, it says, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven." So we have to make sure that we're truly in this thing for the long haul. It is not for a condition, meaning that when everything is good, oh, we believe, but as soon as things go bad, then you believing on something else that the majority of people are believing in. Like I said, this is the remnant. These are the elect. These are the ones of the lesser number that are going to be on those chariots. It's not going to be a multitude of people. The 2/3 are not going to make it. It's going to be other nations that are not going to make it. It's going to be, the Edomites that are not going to make it. And we have to make sure that our mind is stayed upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua and doing the Father's will, and not, once again, wavering. Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen tonight, but we know that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has always been there for us, and he's never left us nor forsaked us. And he's never given us a reason to doubt or to fear or to wonder what's going to happen. We know through Scripture what's going to happen. Mark 16:16 says, "He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved." The word says that. But it also says, "But he that believeth not shall be damned." Being condemned is not what we want. Being left here when Yahushua is beaming the elect on the chariots is not what we want. We desire to be on those chariots to watch this place burn and be destroyed. We want to be in that number. We are the hopeful, and we desire to be of the elect. And we don't want to do anything on our side that will cause us to not be in that number. We want to make sure that we're consistently doing the works and that we're keeping our hand on the plow and not looking back. There's nothing to look back for. There's nothing as far as this material world, this carnal place that we should be willing to give up our salvation for. John 5:24 reads, it says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth on him that sent me hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation," once again, "but is passed from death unto life." So we have to believe. We have to have faith. And that lack of faith is going to cause us to not be able to have what we desire. To have to be birthed into the kingdom through the elect, because we didn't do our part while we were here. We want to have everlasting life. We desire to be able to not die. We desire to be in the kingdom and be in a position that we're supposed to be in as far as being the Israelites. But if we're not doing the things that we should do, if we're not following the Father's will, and we're not believing on the word, then how do we expect to get there? That lack of faith is going to cause us death. It even says in Ephesians 2:8, it says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of Yahweh." So it's by grace. And we know that we're still under that grace period, but it's by his grace that he would even allow us to be saved because we believed. And we can't say, oh, because I did so much and I did this, and it's not by our works. It's not by something that we can say that we done so much of, and that we done so little of as far as sin. It's by grace and because of our belief that we'll be saved. And And knowing that it's a gift should always have your mind to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's a gift that can be taken away. Any gift can be taken away. So we don't want that to happen. And we want to make sure that our faith is at the utmost, that our faith never decreases, it always increases. And we know that we have to have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in order to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in order to increase our faith. Because this world is going to give you many reasons to lose faith. It's going to tempt you, it's going to distract you, it's going to keep you wondering. But if your focus is on the kingdom, if your focus is on doing the works, if your focus is on being better each and every day, then you just have to maintain that. You have to desire to increase that. But being carnal 1 minute and want material things and desiring that thing, and then turning around and then now, wanting to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Matthew 6:24 says that no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one, despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. You can't straddle the fence. You can't be on, two sides. You can't let that money make you do things that you know that you're not supposed to do. You can't be out here knowing that you have works to do and you're desiring to make more money, chasing the bag, but then when it's time for your Habashah to come, then now you wanting to be in that number. And it's not going to be. We know, like in the days of Noah, a multitude of people, when all hell breaks loose, are going to be partying and everything else. It's going to be a scene like none other. And we don't want to be on the other side of that thing, on the wrong side of that thing, Salakia, on the wrong side of that thing, not the other side. We want to be with Yahweh Shai. We don't want to be on the wrong side of that thing. We want to make sure that we are being delivered out of this place. And we don't want to find ourselves second guessing our walk, thinking that we could have did this and we could have did that, when we have the time now. We have the grace period now to do whatever we need to do in order to be pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Titus 1:16 reads, it says, they profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every great work reprobate. That's what one that lacks faith does. They will say in their mouth, from their mouth, that they love and that they serve and that they want to do the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but when it comes down to it, they don't. How they live shows, is have no effort, the bare minimum, and not an increase in doing anything. It's just whatever, they feel like doing that day. And we all have to examine ourselves daily to make sure that we're in the faith. And that's part of it. We don't want to be on the other side. And it says in Titus 1:16, we cannot, be disobedient. We cannot do things outside of what our Father's will is and expect for him to reward us. And that's, once again, it says, that, for us to be able to be on those chairs, to be where we need to be, it's a gift from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Him doing what he does for us, salvation, the deliverance, is a gift. If we want to be rewarded, we got to do the work to be rewarded. It's like any reward that you would get in this wicked kingdom. But only the reward is so much more. It's so much greater. But every time you do the work and you do it to the best of your ability and you go out and perform to your best, more often than not, you'll be rewarded for that. But if you don't do anything and you just do the bare minimum, you don't get rewarded. So how do you expect, if that's what man desires, that Yahweh Shem Yahshua wouldn't desire that much more? We won't. We desire salvation, deliverance, to be in that number. So we have to have the faith that goes with that. We have to do the work that goes with that if we want to be rewarded, if we want to have that salvation, if we want to have that deliverance. My final scripture, and this is one that should hit home and we should all know it, in Hebrews 11:6, and it reads, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So it didn't say that without faith, you maybe can please him, or sometimes please him, or there's a possibility that you can please. It says it's impossible without faith. So without faith, you're doomed. You'll be destroyed. You're not gonna be able to receive the things that you truly desire if you're in this truth sincerely, because your works are gonna show it, and you yourself are gonna be confident in what you're doing. It's not gonna be the bare minimum. It's gonna be that you're trying to overachieve. You're trying to overdo it because you know that that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua requires. So with that being said, I pray that all that were listening to this lesson were edified. And as always, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Until my next lesson, Shalom.